Well, artists, in order to make your seascape using warm colors like yellow, orange, and red in the sun, and cool colors like blue, purple, and green in the waves, the first thing you want to do is notice how large of spaces I've left between my waves and my sun rays. Now, if you put a lot of waves really close together, it's going to take you a long time to color it. So I would go ahead and try to leave big spaces like this. So maybe 3 to 4 waves, and then kind of spread out your sun rays when you go to draw them. When you draw your seascape, you can use a Sharpie today, or you can use pencil and trace with Sharpie. It's your choice. I'm going to use just a Sharpie, and I'm going to make a nice, slightly wavy line all the way across my paper, from one side all the way to the other. My next wave, I'm going to space it down with a nice big space, and I'm going to follow along the curves of my last waves the best I can. Go ahead and add another wave, leaving a nice big space, and then I think I have room for maybe one more down there. I think I'm just going to leave it. To do your sun, you're going to do a half circle on top of your waves, and then you're going to draw straight lines out from the sun all the way to the edge of the paper. Remember, leaving big spaces in between. So like I said, you can do this in pencil or Sharpie. If you do it in pencil, just trace it with Sharpie and erase your pencil lines. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to use crayons. If you can't find a red, you can always use the red violet. It'll work just fine, because I know reds are somewhat hard to find in our classroom. What you're going to do is you're going to take the crayons and you're going to follow along with the black line where you want those colors. And this crayon is going to keep your paint from mixing into the other colors. It's kind of like a little border wall. So all I'm going to do is kind of take my crayon and color back and forth a nice big thick line all the way around where I want my yellow paint to go. Using warm colors, I'm going to finish my sun rays. So I've got orange out, and I'm going to do the same thing with the orange, following my black lines, kind of like making a fence for my paint in the middle. I'm going to make a pattern, so I'm going to go back and forth between my warm colors using orange, red, yellow. Orange, red, yellow. You don't have to do that. That's just what I chose to do on mine. I'm going to speed this up as I fill in my colors. Notice again, I'm going around all the areas where I want the paint to go inside. So on this wave, I want this first wave to be purple. So I'm doing purple lines on the top and the bottom to keep the purple paint in. Then I'm going to go with blue on the next wave. And then our last cool color is green. And I'm going to add a green line to keep my paint in. After you've done that, you're going to take your paint and you're going to fill in your colors. So where I had the green line, I'm going to go ahead and put my green paint. Remember, we're doing water, pet, pet, paint, water, pet, pet, paint. Please don't stab your dog. And the next thing I'm going to do is use my warm colors to fill in my sun. So wherever I had yellow, orange, and red, I'm going to paint them those colors. And that nice crayon line I drew before is keeping my colors from mixing together. Finish up. Ooh, that's a nice bright red. Finish that up. And whenever you're done, these are going to go on the drying rack. And then you can pick something else to do for your free time.